Who that?
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Pink Shade. It's Monday. It's Mugshot Monday. I've got Keisha here, and if you're watching on video, don't be alarmed. I do know that there's another person in the room.
I don't see the other person, Mary Payne. What are you talking about?
Oh, no. Maybe I just see her.
Are you see people?
It's like I see dead people.
It's like
No,
Ghost Whisperer.
this is my good friend Mary Preston, guys. She is visiting me here at the beach, and she has never seen a podcast being made. So here it is, super professional.
And don't you call her Mary. Her name is Mary Preston.
It is Mary
Don't mess it
Preston.
up.
It is not
Yes.
Mary. It is Mary Preston,
No.
and she will correct
Yes.
you way quicker than I will.
As she should. As she should. Okay, she's doing all the hard
I know she will. She can only hear my side. She can't hear Keisha.
Right.
Yeah, Mary Preston is one of the first people who taught me how to like really stick up for my name. Actually,
That's good.
yeah.
I'm glad. I wish that I had been more like that growing up. I
Mhm.
just let people brutalize my name so much. And
Okay,
it was
so
like a fear of correcting them.
yeah, and it's also like a woman thing, right? Like you want to just
Maybe.
make everybody happy. But
Yes.
so for the listeners and for Mary Preston who's sitting here who can't hear your side of it, Keisha's
Mhm.
full name is Rakisha.
Yeah.
She goes by Keisha. But what
Yeah.
would people tell me some of the you've told me before? Tell me some of the funny things how they would butcher your name, Rakisha. They would
R-
say what?
Rashaska,
Rashaska,
Rashika,
Rashika,
Rokisha,
Rokisha,
Rockisha,
Rockisha.
Ricochet.
Ricochet is the best one.
Yeah, I kid. And here's how you know I'm not lying. You can ask anyone from my graduating class.
Yeah.
They know this. Yeah,
How-
a substitute teacher said it.
Ricochet.
Yeah, and I literally said, you didn't even try.
Keisha, how big was your graduating class?
There was probably, I would say like a normal size graduated, maybe like 500.
500?
I think so.
I think our graduating class was like 180, 160. Mary Preston?
Yeah, you had a small
150? Yeah, 150. And because
Well,
I remember
someone's gonna correct me. It was probably like 300, but I think it was big.
because you know John Gilbert's was 1,600. 60.
Jesus.
Yeah, 1,600 kids. You have to have their
Miss me
graduation.
with that graduation invitation. I'm not coming.
That was why it's such a big deal because I won the raffle to have like a good seat. Because you know my whole
Uh-huh.
family, we were always running late, as you know. So we would have been like
Mhm,
in the
mhm.
rafters, like, "Hey, good job,
Yeah.
John." We would have been like yelling from. But it was nice because I won this raffle and I won a really like the close-up seat.
Yeah.
Basically like the equivalent to like a floor seat because it is a basketball arena where it was. And
Well, at least it was inside.
inside, yes. So when
Ours
all of
are outside.
when his friends came by, I got to get really close pictures of them to send to the
Mhm.
moms, and they
Yeah.
appreciated that. So I did my.
I'm jealous
Christian
that it was
service
inside. All of ours
inside
are outside in the dead heat of summer in Texas.
in Texas in May, sweating your
In
ass
May.
off.
And then Skylar was 2020. So it was all fucked up.
Was Anna also 2020?
I think Anna's a year behind Skylar. She's 2021.
2021. Okay.
Yeah.
Bye, Mary Preston. Y'all have fun. Okay, they're leaving.
Okay.
Mary Preston and my sister are going to grab some lunch, and they're gonna go and then they'll be back, and I'm gonna take her. I'll probably take her to the ferry after our next recording. Keisha and I are doing back to back, guys, today. We're this one and Match
We
Me
are.
Abroad. So
Yes. Working
Match Me
hard.
Abroad. Match Me Abroad's heating up
And
towards the end.
I gotta say something.
Okay, please.
Because there's been a lot of debate about
Mm.
us covering family lockup. Okay.
I've heard not one thing. So tell me the debate, girl.
Oh, I've got a whole thread going on because someone says, duh, it's boring, don't watch it.
Where
They
is
want
this
us to
thread?
cover-
I would like to hop in.
It's on Pink. Oh, well, I hopped in.
Okay.
And they were like, don't watch it. It's boring. They should be covering the McBee family. I said, just because one person finds it boring doesn't mean you will. I said, it is different than anything else that we have covered. Yes, it is. It's not, knee slapping comedy or whatever. I said, but from the feedback that I know I've gotten about the recaps, people love it. Like one person said, I watched this show and I swear to God, I was about to slap both of you through the TV because how did y'all make that shit funny? And if people
Listen,
were like, we were worried. I said, we were worried too, but I'm like, we got this.
listen, you give us some janky teeth and a sassy therapist, and we got
That's
it.
all we need. That's all we need. That's all we need right there. So yeah, it is different. If you're looking for Love After Lockup, that's not what it is.
Mm-mm,
Is it
mm-mm.
serious? It is. I teared up watching it, but it is still a good show. And the recap, pretty
It's
gosh
funny.
darn good. We made
Yeah.
each other laugh.
We sure did. When I tell you what I was saying to you, I was like, that the therapist, I was like, he's got
Yes.
6 children. You were like, well, yeah, he's Catholic. And a few minutes later, you were like, he is sassy. I was like, that's what I was trying to tell you, Keisha.
Yeah. Well, and I forgot that I have watched him. There's a show on TV One called For My Man, where women like do horrible things to try to keep a man. He's one of the therapists on that show. Like he clocks those hoes. He does.
Women doing horrible things to keep a man should be the name of this show. Because this is, oh my God. Well, but hopefully Dr. Jeff can help out. I don't know if he helped out that first father-son duo, but maybe for the next one.
Yeah.
The fruit flies, guys. Here's the update. They're still here.
Uh-oh.
They bombed the house twice. They're still here. And the supervisor of the whole situation is coming over on Wednesday.
I tell you what, if he cannot figure it out, I myself will personally contact Billy the Exterminator, and I will try to get it done for free. And like, look, this is the situation that's going on. First of all, you may want to study these fruit flies because they're not true normal fruit flies. Okay.
They've got to be something else. They got to be something else, because I've had these little machines running, and then I will say that after they bombed it twice, it is 50% better in the bathroom. But it is still bad right here. And they're just around this window. But I mean, I looked yesterday, I was like, let me make sure there's not like a seal broken on a door. And I mean, as if I know what the fuck I'm doing. I'm like, let me inspect the seals on the door. No, but I was like, I don't see, but that's got to be it, right? That's got to be it.
It has to be. Or like, I don't know if there's like mold somewhere. God forbid.
Girl, don't say that.
Something is energizing them and giving them life.
That is right. It is my angst is giving them life. Let me tell you what, though. At night, they all go night. They don't bother me. I come up here at night. They've all gone to bed. They're nowhere to be seen.
It's sleep time, Mary Payne. They know y'all schedule. They know.
They're like, you know what? Everybody's going to bed. I'm going to go to bed too. I'll be up and at them at 8 a.m. I'll see you then.
And when y'all are not there, they're working security. They're watching the security cams. They're trying to make sure y'all's house, when I say y'all, that includes them, it is safe.
Oh, they've got their little monitor set up. They're monitoring.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I bet if you check your spam email, you've got some emails for those fruit flies. When y'all coming back? Should we do anything? Should we go pick up coffee? We're running low.
They do like to hang out by the coffee machine too. I'm not going to lie. Jeez Louise. Well, Supervisor Jason is coming on Wednesday. And if he can't fix it, I don't know if I'm going to have to call like the plumber back. Anyway, I love how people send me suggestions. The latest suggestion is, okay, sounds like they're not fruit flies, they're drain flies. So I've been looking that up. But they're not just by the drains. They're over here in this area too. So, but maybe they are. Maybe they're drain flies that decided they like this window. I don't know. I'm so grateful they're not down in the main area where the guest rooms are. So my guests aren't like swatting themselves like Mary Payne about this janky beach house. I got to swat fruit flies away while I'm trying to wash my face. I'm grateful that they have decided they only like the main bedroom. So.
I mean, that's courtesy. That's very courteous of them.
I hate us.
You know what I mean? Not to disturb your guests and things like, yeah, it's a family. Y'all are a family. Okay.
Oh, I forgot to put my robe under my legs. My legs are sweating. We'll see how long I can make it before I have to get up and go get it. This is like a really cute, like acrylic chair, but it is, cheap from Amazon, and my legs do sweat, and that's not cute. Can I tell you something? I told you that my sister is one of those people that is like Ingrid. By the time you wake up, she's done 14 things in the morning. Well, I was up till 1:45 taking notes because I had to take notes
Mm.
on 2 shows, and it was my fault for not getting them all done earlier, but I was just having so much fun with my friend that I just
I
anyway,
get
so
it.
I stayed up super late writing the notes. I completely lost my sister. So,
Mhm.
now Mary Preston has been up earlier than me, but not like super, and she has been, going to walk on the beach and all that, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Great," 'cause normally I'd just been sitting here working. Well, now my sister's here, and they've really ramped it up. This morning,
Oh boy.
not only did they get up and walk to church,
Oh.
I was like, we have a golf
Okay.
cart." They said, "No, we're gonna walk." They walked to church, went to church, walked home, and then they walked on the beach for a little while, all before I woke up.
How far away is the church?
I think is there a way for me to figure that out? Because unless I have it, like, on my speedometer, like, on my feet,
Yeah.
I don't think I could figure it out, like, on my iPhone driving.
Okay.
But I would bet if I was walking, I would bet it's at least it's probably a mile.
Oh no.
It's a mile, and they just walked there and then sat stinky in the church, attended the
Yeah, I
church
was gonna say,
service.
weren't they sweaty? But the
Yeah,
Lord
but
says, "Come as you are."
the Lord says, "Come as you are," and she said everybody was casual. It is, an island, so everybody was
Mm.
casual. But she said they were more casual, like, in, like, golf clothes or tennis clothes,
Right.
and they were in workout clothes, but,
Yeah.
they, had a had a great time. They introduced themselves, they made a prayer request, they
Wow.
they just jumped right in.
Make themselves right at home on the
I
beach.
know, and then Mary Preston saw the one lady, that did the offering or something. She saw her drive, because they were, on foot when they left, drive up
Mm.
to her house at the end, and it's a lady who has a huge house right on the beach, like, right on the beach.
Oh, really?
Like, direct beach access. So I
Oh.
was like, "Okay, I need to go to church and make friends with some of these people so I can use their beach access."
Right. Instead of on here for shits and giggles, talking about prisoners who barely have a house.
I mean, listen, if I go to church and that's what I get out of it, that's what I get out of it, okay? Don't judge me. But it is
No
a
judgment here.
non-denominational church, and they do a different minister every week, um,
Oh, okay.
that
Okay.
comes in, and I'm sure they put them up for the weekend or something, and then,
Mhm.
yeah. So this one was, Presbyterian, like, next week they have Methodist, I think sometimes they have Catholic. They had somebody that was like the new Moravian Church of something. I was like, "I don't even know what that means," but that's what
What?
Moravian Church?
Never
Mm,
heard of that.
I'm gonna look that up. I don't know. I think of, like, Greek Orthodox or I'm gonna look
Okay.
up Moravian Church. Moravian Church is it's a Protestant Christian denomination. Oh, shit, hold on. Keisha,
Mm-mm.
when I try to do stuff on this computer, I don't really know what I'm doing.
Well, you always look like you know exactly what you're doing, and I'm always impressed when you're like, "Let me look this up real quick."
The Moravian Church traces its roots to the 15th century followers of the Bohemian preacher John Hus.
Oh,
Um, and then blah, 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 blah. Colonial America, they established communities in, Bethlehem and Lidditz in Pennsylvania. Wow.
okay.
They have a longstanding tradition of ministering to diverse populations, including Native Americans and enslaved Africans. Okay, so
Okay.
they sound like good people. So maybe I need to go see the Moravian minister.
Well, I want you to so you can report back to us
Okay.
what it is. What it is. Yeah. Mhm.
Keisha, I've got to tell you a really great new podcast because I don't have enough
Okay.
work to do. So I'm trying to add something to my workload.
Uh-huh.
Kate Casey and I've come up with a really good idea of a little
Okay.
crossover thing we're going to do
Okay.
where we're going to tell each other stories that
Mhm.
we've never heard before.
Okay. Okay. I
I got
like
a
it.
I got a good one. I got a good one. Listen to these Jackson people. Jackson, Mississippi is like the Real Housewives of everybody's having affairs. This one got married. This one had an affair. I mean, it's
The kind of shit we
nonstop,
like.
nonstop. And I don't know what it is
Mhm.
about Jackson, Mississippi. I don't know, but there are stories upon stories upon stories.
It's a southern thing. Like, did you watch the Hunting
I
Wives?
didn't. Everybody said I should, but I got nervous because they said it was a lot of sex.
It I mean, it's not porn, but
I got nervous about it.
they do have some sex scenes in there that you should be okay. You'll be fine.
Well, I heard that was really good, but so I'm
Yes.
very excited about that. We were just
They're in
like,
Texas. Yeah.
they're in Texas, right? Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
I just love a Southern story, and Kate is so fascinated by Southern stories. So, and she's going to tell me some bonker story. And what it was this weekend I was listening to her Patreon, and she was telling a story about this couple in Charlottesville, Virginia, that's getting divorced, but it's like so much wealth, and he was like banging
Mm.
the nanny, and
Mm.
he's like the black sheep son that nobody likes, and then
Yeah.
probably the dad's gonna like disown him. Um,
Yes.
and I love a story like that. So I called her up. I go,
Yeah.
I've got a great idea. Let's do a podcast together where we just tell each other crazy stories.
I can't wait.
I know.
I, I
So
I haven't had a good podcast to listen to. I mean, I have. I just haven't done it in like a year. So maybe that'll pop my cherry for this year in podcasts.
maybe so. So everybody, just stay tuned for that announcement. Because
Okay. Looking forward to it.
I don't have enough to do. I stayed up to 1:45 writing notes on this stuff, so I'm clearly have time to burn. Um, okay, everybody. So let's talk about it. Let me just make a little timestamp here.
Okay.
Okay. So life after lockup, real life is no bed of roses. Is that the name of this episode? I think. Is it that name of this episode? Or is this one like diamonds are forever or something? Diamonds aren't.
I think it should be Diamonds for or Forever should let's I think that's its title right there. That
Okay.
makes sense. That yeah.
One never knows. But I thought I wrote it down correctly. Whatever, guys. It's season 7, episode 4, question mark, B6, 6B, episode 14.
Just pick a number.
Just literally pick any number and it will apply. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. Let's start with Kiana and Damodrick, and Jawaila.
Mm-hmm.
Listen, did they shoot this whole entire thing in like 3 days with them? Because Joaila's hair has looked the exact same for like 3 days and she's wearing the same 2 outfits. So I do wonder if they shot them for like 6 days only.
Every time I see Jawaila in that wig, I go to hell. I just do. Because I have bad thoughts in my head, like slapping her with that wig.
Mm-hmm.
Here's my thing. Your wig can't be lopsided and your glasses are lopsided.
Mm-hmm.
Pick a struggle. Only one of them should be lopsided. Because you know what she does? She has us out here taking allergy pills, sinus pills, because we think our allergies and sinuses are bothering us and our equilibrium is off. Because the lopsidedness is just... Does she not have a friend? What is it?
Keisha has spoken.
Kiana ain't that much better. Because she's walking around with the whole dry Jerry curl. She's not a hairstylist. They need to stop lying. She's the shampoo girl at most.
I think you're right. Okay, hold on.
There's no way she's a hairstylist. Oh.
Okay, Keisha has spoken. Keisha, I agree with that. I think you're completely right. I think she is a pharmacy tech, which you do have to have training for. Like you can't just go in and be a part because you can't be around those drugs and stuff.
Nope.
So she has a professional job, and I think she's like training to be a hairstylist or something. Or Keisha, wait, it just came to me.
Okay.
She's a pharmacy tech, but she's not allowed to film at her job. So she
did one time.
Just like they just got her like behind the counter.
Yeah.
But like from afar. So they said, she's like, well, let me tell you what, I got this crazy friend, Kendrick, and he works at this line. Okay, you can act like you work there because that would be a more fun environment.
Something because she is not a hairstylist. Maybe an assistant who sweeps up.
Because why would she have a pharmacy tech job and then also now try to be a hairstylist? So I think you're right. I think that is a side gig that she does for extra money, just washes hair or gets people ready. And then her real job is the pharmacy tech.
That makes sense.
Okay, we figured it out. Yeah. My God, with the end, the podcast is over. Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So, Kiana is, excuse me. That wasn't a fruit fly in my throat. That was.
I was going to ask, was it a fruit fly?
I just flew right in there. Kiana is in the bathroom, like where we left her, and they're all like, "You okay? Whatever." She won't say what it is. And in the car and the talking head, she tells production, "I'm not going to talk about this call." She will not talk about it. She gets home. Damodrick is there, and he's like ready for his scene in the kitchen, right?
Right.
And she comes in. She goes, "Hey, how's it going?" She goes, "Get in the room. Get in the room. Take your mic off." I was like, "Whoa, get in the room."
Oh shit. Yeah.
And then I was like, okay, but what they're going to do is just put it on the bed and we're still going to get to hear it. But
that's what I thought too, but it didn't work at all. They actually turned it off.
Um,
Mm-hmm.
and then we see Wig, and
Mm-hmm.
we find out Wig has filed a police report against Kiana. She says, and we see the footage, she says Kiana allegedly wrote "dumb hoe" on her car and flattened all four
Mm-hmm.
of her tires.
The wig did that. The wig did it. The wig is like, you dumb hoe. You keep wearing me on television. You did. And furthermore, remember I told you last week I thought she filed a police report, but I really thought it was because of her posting, which she
The
should have done this. She had proof, the pictures on Facebook.
mhm,
She
mhm.
has no proof that she did this at all. She's just assuming that Kiana did it.
I think Jawaila did it to her own car.
Or maybe there's another baby mama that did
There,
it.
my God, if that is not the twist of all twists, if we get like
Yes, it
ching,
is.
ching, ching, funk, and then a fourth person
Yep.
pops up.
Yep. I wouldn't be surprised because Damodrick, that's a dirty bird right there.
Well, we know he's got 3 kids with Jawaila, and we know that there are 3
Two other.
more. There are 5. Wait, there he's got 5 total or 6?
I think he's got 3 with her because there's 3 baby mamas, right?
There's 3 baby mamas.
3 baby mamas, 3
5
with her.
kids? Is there 5 kids or 6 kids?
No, he has 6 kids.
Okay.
It's 6. We just don't know how it's chopped up between the other 2 baby mamas. Yeah, but there's 6 kids.
Fuck those kids. We hadn't seen them. We don't know. All right.
I know,
So,
right?
so she says, so I felt I had to retaliate with the police report, not to fuck her car up, but to fuck her up. So the producer says to Kiana and Damodrick together, says, okay, Kiana, do you deny these allegations that Jawaila is putting on you? And she just goes, I don't know what you're talking about. And Damodrick gets up and starts to walk off, and he goes, I'm irritated. You guys can't ask that question. There really is a case here they're trying to put on Kiana. So you can't talk about it.
I wonder, is there really, really a case?
Well, they're smart enough that if there's anything, not to speak on it,
Yeah.
And
Which
Kiana,
is very smart.
Very smart. So Kiana says to the producer, look, I know the baby mama. She won't even say her name now. Now she's just calling the baby mama.
Mm-hmm.
She says, I know the baby mama is going to do everything she can to cause a rift between us. So I saw it coming.
That's true. Yeah.
Okay.
She's right.
Then we see Wig with little baby, the littlest baby on her hip, and she's at the tire place. She's getting 4 new tires for $625. That's some real cheap for 4 tires. Sometimes 1 tire is $625.
I feel like if she had that to spare, that she should have at least got her glasses adjusted and bought a better wig. That wouldn't even come close to $600. She could have did all that for $250. But
I mean, and she says, look, nobody has extra money for this kind of stuff. And, obviously Kiana likes me. She wants me just like Damodrick wants me.
I think she really believes. I think she truly believes that. And honestly, I could see all 3 of them hooking up.
Ew. I didn't even think about that.
I agree. It's very ew, but I can see them doing it. There's so much tension right there. I can see them all just one night just doing it. Hopefully no one gets pregnant because he's got that egg touching dick because he's got that sperm power. He does.
Gross.
He looks at a bitch and she gets pregnant.
Okay, so the production arrives to Damodrick and Kiana's house, and they walk in. He goes, enter at your own caution. She's on one. He's chatting with Kiana, and he goes, I'm going to go over to Jawaila's. I'm going to figure out exactly what's going on. Now, this is okay, so Mary Preston, who you just met. Everybody just met her. She was here.
Yes.
This is the show that I made her watch. Now, she barely watches TV. Like there's not a show you can name. And she's like, what? I don't think I've ever. I mean, she might know like Friends.
Right.
She might. I said something about how Dave loves to watch Everybody Loves Raymond. She's like, I've never even watched that show. I was like, well, you're 30 years too late.
Oh, wow.
She doesn't ever watch TV. And I put this trash on. And she's like, she was like, where do they find these people? I was like, you just look at your phone. You don't have to pay attention. But she looked up when the scene was on and was like, his booty is showing. Why is his booty showing? I was like, I don't know.
God bless her.
I was like,
if she only knew.
I was like, I don't know why his pants are down to his. They weren't like that the whole time, but it was upsetting. Pull your pants up, Damodrick.
I know. It's still unfortunately a fashion trend.
But why? To have your pants under your buttocks?
I don't know. I don't
It
know.
doesn't make any sense. And how do your pants stay up?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay.
Did she see butt crack? Did we see butt crack?
No, he had on black
Oh, okay.
underwear, and it was just,
Okay.
his like,
All the underwear.
all the underwear.
Hopefully
He
they're a fresh new pair every time he puts them on, because that would be even worse to see a man's underwear and they're dirty.
ew, ew.
Exactly.
It's like Jesse from the Valley. Remember when he had on those baggy drawers?
That was a full grown up. That was a depend
That
that
was
he had on. It was bad.
so this was better than that. So, okay, so he is okay. So he goes over to talk to Jawaila, and he's like, "Are you
Mm-hmm.
not going to talk to me about this?" She's like, "No." So she is undoing boxes and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
Amazon stuff.
For her
A-
business, she
But it's,
said.
at some point, they kept showing her doing that. I was like,
Yeah.
are they showing her doing it to show how slow she was doing it, or to show she had a knife? What was the point? Because she was doing it
I,
real
I think
slow.
I think to say maybe this bitch did this. Look how good she is with that knife. She did
Oh,
her own tires.
she does have a box cutter.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. And everything, like, is she high?
She just seems so out of it, Keisha.
Oh,
And I gotta
man.
tell
I
you
mean,
something
she's
else.
just
Whenever
what?
I see anybody with those marks all over their face,
Yes.
it makes me think they're doing drugs
Well, we know
It's-
she did because she got arrested for it.
or
Like,
something. Yeah.
and
Recently.
boy, did she look horrible
She looks
in
like
that mugshot.
she looked like she had been drugged through the gutter. She looked
I would
awful.
be like, can y'all please let me slap on this wig and some makeup? Like, I want a mugshot that looks like Portia Williams' mugshot if I have to have a mugshot.
Do you remember like Paris Hilton? She's like,
Hers was great too.
she's
Yeah.
like, let me do a
Yes.
switcheroo.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's talking to her and he goes, like if you did this to her, and if I catch a case or they
Yeah.
think I'm somehow involved, I'm gonna go back to prison.
Yeah.
And Joela's like, I didn't do anything. I know,
Yeah.
I know. Um,
Yeah.
and the talking head, he says, Kiana says she did not do this. And she's actually
Mhm.
very straightforward. And I hope she's telling the truth. Like, I mean,
I hope so
I think he
too.
believes her. So he meets up with Joella. Okay, this is where we are. So he's like, where are my children? And she goes, oh, they're at my
Mhm.
mom's house. I had to pay $600 for the tires. And he says, so you told the detectives that she vandalized your
Mhm.
car. Did you see her do it? And
Right.
she goes, no, but I know she did it. And she goes, why would you do that? Why would you put the police in her life
Yeah.
like that? And Joella goes, what do you
Without
mean?
proof.
She goes, I have kids and I go to school and I go to work just like she does. She does those things. So she's going to mess with me. I'm going to mess with her. And why are you
But
taking
you
it?
don't know she did it.
No. And he's like, but it was crazy. So he goes,
Yeah.
she goes, you're taking her side. He goes, it's not about taking sides. He goes, this is not everyday shit. Like you've really messed
Yeah.
us up here. Um,
Yeah.
and he goes, I'll pay you for the tires. And then we'll just drop the whole situation. He won't say she did this. He goes, are
Right.
you going to pay me for the tires? And he goes, yeah, I'll pay you for the tires. She goes, I'll have to see the money to see that you pay me for the tires.
Well, bitch, I'm
Um,
going to need for you to drop everything before I give you the money for the tires.
yeah,
So,
you put that, go put that box
in
cutter
writing,
down.
like, yeah. But first, let's start with the box cutter. But she moves so slow right now. She's so fucking high. It
Yes,
would be like a fucking sloth
it is like a
trying to cut
sloth.
someone real slowly. Yeah.
It is like a sloth.
I'm concerned for her children.
I'm, if I was him, I'd be concerned talking to her, being like, something is off and my kids live here,
I think he's used to it though.
Man, well, yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
So then as he's walking out, he goes, Kiana is coming to the party. She is coming to the party. And he's like, she's not coming to the party. And he goes, no, she's coming. She's coming. So,
Oh boy.
in the talking
Yeah.
head, he's saying like he's going to have to find a lawyer, to deal with this stuff. And then as he's walking off, he's like, oh, I wish I could have chosen another baby mama.
Well, you did
Well, you
2
did.
other times. Yeah. So this just may be the worst one out of the batch. Like she still wants Damodrick so bad. And I don't understand
It is
why.
nuts. It is
Yeah.
nuts. It's like in the words of Kimberly and Katie, him.
Well, he is cute in the face. He just makes bad decisions when it comes to his hair.
Yeah, this current hairdo is not so good.
I don't like it. And God, I feel bad for anyone who has to deal with crazy baby mama drama. I have been there. I sympathize with you. It makes you want to catch a case. Like you do. Like, I'm gonna fuck this bitch up. And then the dad still has to be around.
Yes, right.
Because of the kids. So it's like
Mhm.
you can't stand someone and your partner has to, communicate with this person who you can't fucking stand.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
Ugh.
Horrible. Yeah.
Okay. Let's push it on to Will and Courtney.
Oh my God. This has been one of the biggest flexes in Love After Lockup history. That's all.
Do you mean Will?
Oh, yes. I mean, Will. I'm about to get me a t-shirt that says Will. I love a good graphic t-shirt or a t-shirt with like your words on it. I was so proud of him.
He came on the screen and I said to Ray Preston, I said, here's the thing about this guy. He's actually kind of cute. And then she goes, okay. So she looked up and then they did the ching ching with the pictures. And he's like,
oh, that's bad. Yeah.
I was like, I go, okay, just don't look at that picture. Don't look at that picture.
It's a bad one. Yeah. Those red lips.
And then they did a talking head where his lips are all red. And you're like, so, all right, she's in the car with Mark, who on his knuckles does have on a ring, but it's not a wedding ring. I did notice.
But we know he is married.
Well, I don't know that.
Well, it got mentioned in this episode.
Well, what? How come I didn't hear that? Who did she say that to?
She was talking to someone. She's like, she was saying that, he isn't that great of a person because he just up and left his wife.
No, I didn't hear that.
Well, I did.
Good God. This is what happens
when disgusting.
Okay. So she's in the car with Mark and she's like, yeah, I can't believe you won't broke up with me. And then in the talking head, she says, I have not felt supported or provided for by Will. And, here's the problem too. I can't even visit my mother because of my GTA outstanding warrants in Washington State. But, my sponsor, Danny, found me this emergency bed. But after that, I've got to figure out where to stay.
Yeah, this is what I don't get about her. She takes no accountability for anything that she does.
None.
You know what I mean? Like he won't provide support. Well, he did, and you fucked that up. You got arrested and fucked that up. Like if you don't feel supported by him, then this is a win-win situation. Right. We don't have to deal with each other anymore. But she constantly has to whine about it. She bugs.
She is an active addict. She is not somebody who's willing to take any accountability for her own actions.
Yes.
So Mark's like, look, you should just move in with me. And she's like, no. And he goes, I have a room for you. The offer will always be there. It's not like that. Like you could just like move into the extra room. So he goes, these bugs are extra fucking annoying. Sorry. I mean, they are all over today. God, was it?
I could tell you do have goosebumps, or is the hair of your arms like rising up? Cause you are.
No, they're just very excited about the recording today. They're super excited. They want to be in it. They want to be on the screen. They want to climb on the ring light.
They're Finney and Mary Preston.
They're Finney and Mary Preston. They want to be in on the recording. Okay. So sorry. So if you're watching on video and you see me, it's like today they are on one. Okay.
Jeez.
Okay. So,
oh man.
Okay. I'll have an update for you guys on Wednesday. So, okay, so he's telling her, so he goes, what about your job at the auto shop? Is it going to be enough to pay for you to like get an apartment, pay for your rent, pay for your bills? And she goes, no, I mean, I'm going to have to figure out more money to make my life more sustainable. He goes, well, as you know, no strings attached. My pocket is open. And she goes, oh, life is just easier locked up. I don't have any bills. He goes, oh, that just breaks my heart. Don't think that way. That's an institutionalized way to think. She only said that to get sympathy from him. She didn't really think that.
And he's like, no, if you're locked up, you can't touch my dick. And I need you to touch my dick for just $60.
Just twice a day. Just give it a little.
That's all I need. That's all I need.
Yeah. So, and the talking head Mark is like, yeah, I do. I wish she would move in with me. And yeah, now that she's single, I could see a future. Yeah, I'm going to keep supporting her. And it's going to be really hard for her to get rid of me. Now that she's single, 30 minutes ago, she had a conversation with Will. So now she's single.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So he says,
she's been single this whole time.
Well, let's right. So he's like, do you need any money? And she goes, yeah. And bless him. I love those GoPros on the dashboard do nobody any favors, as we've seen
They don't.
with Derek and Monique.
Yeah.
He
Oh God. Yeah.
leans back
Mm-hmm.
to get his money, and it's like bleh, it's like giant belly like hits the steering wheel, and same. And he gives her $60, and he's like, "This is all I've got." She's like, "Okay, this will be fine, thanks. This will be enough for GHB to last me till tomorrow. Thank you, bye."
That is not a good sugar daddy if all he's got is $60 to spare to give to you.
She's like, "Do you have a credit card?
No.
That would be so much easier."
It would be like this is a salt pop. This is not a sugar daddy. No. He's only got $60. Like, what the fuck? I can't even spend that in Ulta. Like,
yes, right.
No.
You're like, I can't even buy chicken sandwiches for the whole halfway house with $60.
No, you can't. No.
Come on now.
That's horrible. She got to find a better one.
So in the talking head, she goes, Will, he just abandoned me, like abandoned his wife to the wolves. Like, who does that?
Stupid.
And then
a
she goes,
smart
like,
person.
I hate having to rely on men for money. Okay, so now her friend Mac picks her up.
Oh, Jesus.
Keisha?
This is just too much. It was too much, man. We were not prepared for this. We were not prepared for Mac. No.
Well, first of all, I was like, first of all, when I saw Mac, of course I noticed she's got 2 face tattoos and a neck tattoo. I could deal with the Amo love across the neck, but the 2 that she tried to cover up on her face were not hitting for me. But I was like, God, it's so weird. She's got on such like a cat eye and stuff. But why doesn't she have any lipstick on? She got no lipstick on.
I don't know.
It's because she don't want any attention being drawn to that mouth, girl.
Ugh. She was disgusting.
Keisha, what was going on in that mouth hole? Nothing. Nothing was going on in that mouth hole. It was an empty hole.
I don't know.
It was an empty hole of a mouth.
Yeah. Maybe I don't know about you, but someone who has no teeth, I just really don't want them to be in my face talking.
I think she had some on the side, but just none in the front. Because when she kind of was covering and kind of, okay.
Just, if you have to do all that, just don't go on camera.
Remember when Louis went to the dentist and they were like, it's going to be, $100,000 to get all veneers and because he'd have to get all implants. It'd have to be every single tooth. And so he got like a full set of dentures, and that wasn't that much. It wasn't even like $5,000. It wasn't that much. But I'm just thinking like somebody could take mercy on her and let her do a payment plan.
And they do that.
Yeah. We have
if you have the credit.
Yeah. We have a dentist in Alexandria that will like help people that, have lost their teeth to addiction and stuff. Will help them,
right?
Get dentures and stuff just to feel better about themselves, and then help them get a job and all that. Because
of course,
yes. But Mac, I don't think is that concerned.
No.
So she has found a new place to live through Mark, which means he's got a key, and Mac is like, I don't understand. Like, you can barely understand her, but she says, Will. What happened? She's like, well, he like dumped me because, and she goes, Will sounds like he has a small dick. She covers her mouth. She laughs.
But I think that he does not have a small one.
Oh, I don't either. He's a big guy.
They got to watch out for those tall ones, those tall, skinny ones.
Yeah, that's what you say. That's what you say.
The tall, skinny guys, they are like, God said, it's basically God said, I'm not going to give you any muscles.
Okay.
But I will give you height and a big dick. Okay. So do what you want with it.
Oh my God. So in the talking head, Courtnee tells us, I connected with my old friend Mac, and I've been very focused on staying sober. I was like, I don't know how focused you are with your eyes closed, girl.
Not today.
Not today, but that's good.
She's
maybe
like, I was sober yesterday, but not today.
Today's not that day. And she says, I'm trying not to let the will thing consume me, but damn, it hurts.
No, so I can sympathize for her if she really missed him.
Yeah.
But she doesn't miss him. She misses the money, the security, and someone saying that you're so hot. That's it. She doesn't miss him at all. Little bitch.
That's right. And she goes, I mean, Mac is my friend. I mean, we flirted and stuff, but we're never like, we did stuff, but never like together. Everybody with her is just everything, just the tip. Do you know what I mean? Everything
Yeah.
with her is just the tip. Should go all the way with anybody.
Well,
Just a
she
little.
claims.
Well, she claims, yeah. Everybody. We got Mac, we got Mark, everybody just a little.
Just a
So
little bit.
so Matt goes, I think you need to be with a woman, and like points to herself. And Courtney's like, okay, Mac, great. So
Mhm.
Courtney's flirting with Mac to get what she
Big
wants.
time. Big
Yeah,
time. She needs a ride.
she's right. And Mac says, maybe the best line of this show,
Yeah.
toothless and ruthless is still pull your bitch and your man.
The stomach bowel that came to my throat when she said that.
Toothless and
Oh,
ruthless.
nasty. Like, oh my God. It was gross and so funny at the same time.
It was funny as hell because she's still pull your bitch and your man. So I was like, oh, okay, she's also an equal opportunity scammer.
It was like, I could have done either or. I could have done with ruthless or toothless, but not together.
Not toothless and ruthless. It's like not
Together.
not homeless, not toothless. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
oh my God, at least she has a car. Okay. 5 days later,
That's true.
Will's going to meet this attorney. His name is Rana. Okay.
Good.
Now, Keisha, the amount of time I spent trying to figure out about this guy, Rana.
What about him? What?
Did that
What?
not look like did you not notice his logo everywhere? Like he thought he was the Illuminati or something? And he's in a one-room office that obviously his office was just the conference room. There was no office. And
Look, Mary Payne.
he had those 3 computers set up with his logo. He had the logo on the wall. He
Mary
had the
Payne.
logo on his lapel.
He's like, they told me I have exactly 5 minutes to talk to this dude. And they're only gonna give me $100 gift card. I'm gonna put my logo to get business. I would have done the same thing.
Keisha, let me tell you about this guy.
Advertisement.
Let me tell you about this guy. Okay.
What?
So his
What
logo
about
that
it?
I had, look, you guys, this is why I was up till 1:45 because I can't just skim past this shit. I've got to study it. Okay. His logo says race, alienage, nationalism, advocacy, Rana. Okay. Race,
Wait, what, like race, like a
alienage.
running race, or like
No, race.
race
Like
and color?
race of color.
Okay,
Race,
race.
alienage. So like a
Oh,
illegal alien, an alien from
okay,
the
okay,
sky. I don't know. One of the two.
okay,
Nationalism,
okay,
advocacy,
okay.
Rana, his name. Okay. That's what his logo said in the circle. And then it had some sort of like Illuminati thing in the middle. So
Oh,
he
boy.
says his name is Rana. And it seems to me, from when I looked up, it seems like he has taken on the personality of a different guy named Rana,
Oh,
who is a Harvard educated PhD Boston College professor named Aziz Rana, who has written many books
okay,
and uses these words in his book. So when I looked up race, alienage,
oh,
nationalism, advocacy, Rana, put it into
okay.
the AI, Google, only thing that came up is this guy named Aziz Rana, this Boston College professor who's written all these books, this super, super like well-known Harvard educated
Are
person who
you sure it
studies.
wasn't him?
Yeah.
Did you see his picture?
Does this guy look like he's a professor at Boston College?
I
No,
looks can be
Keisha.
deceiving.
No.
Looks can be deceiving.
So the hilarious page for his law firm is like,
Oh
there's a
gosh.
chart at the bottom and it says like divorce starting at $100.
Oh no, he put the prices on there.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a lawyer?
Oh
No, a lawyer won't tell
no,
you their prices. You just
no.
get that bill and cry.
Yeah.
It's $100 to consult for a divorce. Okay. So you were right on the $100. Okay.
Wow.
I'm going to read you a review I read of this man
Oh man.
on his
You're doing this
own
guy dirty.
website. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Worst attorney ever.
Oh,
I picked him looking at these ratings, which, by the way, he said he pays to remove any negative comments. So this will disappear too. He's an arrogant show off who threatens to sue his own clients. He left for his birthday party to another state and came back Monday morning to my hearing hungover, lost my case because he was unprepared. Then when my brother, who paid him $5,000, was obviously upset and called him out on his negligence, he threatened to sue my brother and yelled at the courthouse over the phone at him and me and walked off in front of my ex-husband and his attorney. He is a crying mother's nightmare. And after he took our full payment and refused to continue my case, which at that point I was done with his arrogant behavior anyway, he also told me a story where he sued one of his dates for talking bad about him, who still has to pay him today. He will come after anyone who crosses him and points out his flaws. He's a ticking time bomb and a lunatic. Expect an aggressive and insane response to my review by his firm, but it's actually just him. He has no client and attorney confidentiality of anything, a lunatic head on his shoulder, and that's all he's got.
So do you think he's going to use $100 that Will probably paid him to get someone to take that review?
But it sounds like
horrible.
Yeah, horrible. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Okay, so anyway, this guy to me looked like he was playing a character on TV.
Okay, I can see
I was
that.
obsessed. I was obsessed with this guy. Okay.
Okay.
So Will explains the story to Rana. And he says, well, we were only married for 6 weeks. I was like, well, you're still married. So I don't know why you're acting like, he says, I was like, well, the clock is ticking. Yeah. You're still married.
Yes.
And Rana asked about, was there any fraud? I mean, while we see Courtnee kissing Rana in the car and just a little peck. And, was there any fraud? Was there anything you didn't know? And Rana goes, I recommend you just do this quickly. Like, go ahead and get it done. Okay. Oh, what great advice from this guy. Yeah. Right. Really? Oh, right. Okay.
He's got everything he needs to get an annulment, though.
I think so. Yeah, totally. Because she went right back to prison and all that. So, we see them kissing in the car and she's like, oops, forgot the camera was on. No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. Uh-uh.
Now, Courtnee goes to a pawn shop, is trying to sell her ring and her coat. Why her coat? Nobody wants that coat.
I would have bought that coat.
Well, yeah, but like at a consignment
not
store
at a pawn shop,
but not at a pawn shop.
Yeah.
Anyway, I love the lady at the pawn shop was so savage. She was like, get out of here, toothless wonder.
Yes.
And your sidekick.
She did not want them in her shop at all. She goes, fuck the advertisement. Just get these two losers out of here. Because they look like they may try to rob the place very unsuccessfully, but they would try.
Yeah. I mean, Courtney's like, you got a car out front I can hotwire. So anyway, she's like, girl, this ring is worth like $20, not $20K. It's total costume jewelry. It's not real.
Big Will. Because that's all she fucking deserved was some costume jewelry. As he was smart in doing this.
Of course he was.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. You can tell if you're holding onto a piece of costume jewelry ring versus maybe she can't tell, but I would be able to tell the weight of it.
You would be able to tell. Most people who are not high on syrup or whatever the fuck she's on would be able to tell. But this is Courtney. Her eyes are barely open. Her hands are probably a little bit numb.
Yeah.
Yeah, she can't.
Her hands probably are a little bit numb. That is sad.
They're numb. Yeah. So she can't tell shit. I mean, the fact that she didn't even get all hyped up and worked up about the ring being fake because she was so doped up.
I have to tell you that there's a jewelry store here on the island. It's like a gift store, but they have like a little jewelry section. And they had a ring that was like the most gorgeous, like it looked like a beautiful engagement ring, but it's costume jewelry.
Right.
And it's incredible looking. But it's like $40. Like looks really real. So I bet it's like something like that. It looks super real.
Mm-hmm. He made a good decision by doing that. But and I love the fact.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
I love the fact that he kept telling her it cost $10,000. It's almost like in the back of his head, he's like, I know this bitch is going to try to pawn this shit at some point. She's going to try to pawn it. And jokes on her. This was great.
I liked that he continuously told her it was 10,000. And then the fact that she goes in there and she goes, I want $20K. The lady goes, you want $20,000. Y'all didn't tell me this dum-dum was coming in here. I thought this was going to be a regular dum-dum, not a real dum-dum.
She's like, this was a total waste of my fucking time. Please get out of my store.
She's like, I need that money to redo my hair because that lady's hair was 4 different colors.
It was bad.
Okay. In the talking head, she says, All Will does is blame me for the interstate compact, for the relationship not working. It's all me, me, me. Everything is my fault. He takes no
It is.
accountability. He threw it in my face about how much money he's spending, but he wasn't. But he wasn't. That ring's not even real. I was like, because he's smart. He's smart.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah.
deserve a fucking real diamond. No.
So she's like, what do I do next? So she calls her mother, who obviously she has not called since she got out of prison.
I know.
Jail.
So the mom is finding out information from Will.
Yes. So she goes, hey, Mom, just wanted to let you know I'm okay. But Mom goes, okay, well, I'm glad to see you're okay. And she goes, I'm just so stressed out because I've been like waiting on my paycheck, because I got a job. But can you help me out with some cash till I get my paycheck? And Mom goes, you never even called to tell me you were in jail or out of jail.
Right.
So I just can't do it anymore. I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Yeah.
You didn't even let me know you were safe. And so she's
You know
like,
how hard that is? That's her only child.
she's got so many years of this under her belt. She's like, no, you should have known not to call me for money. No. So then she says she has one last trick up her sleeve to try to get some money. And she calls somebody and was like, hey, how you doing? It's Courtnee. Do you have some rent money? But we don't know who it is. And her talking head, she goes, it's not my fault. People want to give me money. And, not many people say no to being my friend either. So it's mutually beneficial.
If this girl was even a small percentage of hot that she thinks she is.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's ridiculous. It's like, she's a slob. She's a slob.
She is a slob.
This is.
That's a good word for it, Keisha.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right. Zaria and Troy.
This was hard.
This was hard. This is the shit we see on Family Lockup. This was rough.
Yes, this is hard.
This was rough. The only thing I can make fun of is Troy's Temu Louis Vuitton. That's upsetting to me.
I was like, why do people do this shit? Like, it is so beyond fake.
It's so beyond fake.
I don't get it. Do they think that really looks real because they've never seen a real Louis Vuitton before?
I don't know. And I don't know if they just don't care that, okay, like I'll give you a great, my sister and Mary Preston and I were just talking about this downstairs.
Okay.
Mary Preston was talking about some lady's purse at church and it was an Hermes, blah, 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 blah. And I said, ooh, the lady at church had a Birkin. I got to get to know that lady. She said, no, it wasn't a Birkin. It was, the one that sort of looks like a U shape. It's got the H has got the holes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, oh, so-and-so has that bag, whatever. And Mary Preston said, well, that bag is expensive. I said, oh, it is. I said, you can get one on the Real. And if you really like that bag, you should go to the Real and plot it out and then follow it. And then they'll lower the price. And I'm giving her all my tips.
Right.
And she's like, I don't know. I'll just get a fake one. And I said, don't do that. I said, because you're feeding into an industry that takes jobs away from people that are making the real ones, but just don't do that because it's also, child labor and all this stuff. And we're having a whole conversation about it. Right. I said, just get a bag that looks similar. That's really nice, but don't get like a fake one. Also, because then people that know that you've got a fake bag and then you look stupid. And she's like, I don't care.
Okay. Well, as long as she don't care, that's fine. And my thing is, which is a little bit different from you, if you're going to get a real one, a fake one,
yes,
like please go to the top level of a fake bag.
Yeah,
because sometimes you'll see a fake one, it's like
it'll be hard to tell. The Louis Vuittons you can tell because of the leather, because of the way it does the patina. But if you get one that doesn't have that leather on it, it's harder to tell. Yeah. I just am sort of against the industry of it. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
So all of a sudden I have a stand to take on something. And it's
finally something. And of course it's that.
And it's handbags. Okay. I'm going to hell. Okay. So
with the Louis Vuitton bag.
But that's fake bags is the stand I'm taking. Okay. Yeah. So in the talking head, he says, Zaria's not happy. I went to Buffalo, but I'd like to be in Syracuse and Buffalo. I can't be two places at the same time, but genuinely and respectfully, she will get over it. So
yeah, she don't have a choice.
In the talking head, she says, I understand he has to go there and deal with his family. I get it. But also a lot of the times I feel like a girlfriend and not a wife because he doesn't keep me included in part of this stuff. And I understand her point too. I do. His family really doesn't like her. So him going to try to handle a situation with his druggy brother and her being there is going to add a layer that they don't need.
And then she's going to also act the fool.
I don't
Never
know.
mind
In
that.
this situation, I think she wouldn't have acted a fool. I think she would have taken it
Uh,
seriously.
You're giving her a lot more credit than I give her.
Okay, well, sometimes I do that. So he says, unfortunately, to track down Vaughn, I have to go see my mother. And we're like, and he
Here
says,
comes Black Karen.
I love my mother to pieces, but I can't stand her motherfucking ass.
Yeah.
And when Karen popped on the screen and Mary Preston looked up, she says, what is happening on this show? I said, don't judge the show by this woman, but actually do because she's hilarious.
She looked like a geriatric streetwalker in that outfit.
She
was dressed for the cold and for the hot.
She had on a shorts, like Missoni print bodysuit that was 4 sizes too small.
Yes.
And a coat and
I don't know what those,
knee-high flat boots, but the toes were exposed.
Yes. It was a fucking mess. It was horrible. I was like,
and then
what is going on?
She's added on some new face piercings.
Wait, she actually released the post in regards
her face piercings or her shoes.
Where is it at? She goes, please stop. I was high on weed, alcohol, and I had a gummy. No, I ain't on no motherfucking pill. So suck my ass.
Nice.
Yeah,
that's your mom
for you.
Thanks, Mom.
That's Karen. Suck my ass.
Yeah. My mom is great.
I know. Yeah.
Oh God.
Yep.
Oh my God. Okay. So now, Karen, I said, Lord, Karen's not looking good. So he says, look, Mom, I had to contact you to figure out where my brother is. And she's like, he's grown. He's gone. I don't know. And he goes, okay, Mom, when was the last time you talked to him? Can you help me find? I don't need to try to find him. He's a grown man. I don't have to look for you. And Troy goes, well, maybe that was the problem. Maybe you should have looked for me.
Her children are just running amok. Like she didn't raise any of these kids.
They're with different aunties. No, she didn't have to look for them. She dropped them off at other houses and said, I got to go.
Deuces. Yeah.
So and the talking head together, Troy and his mom. She comes and sits down like, like sits down in the chair. He looks so sad.
He looks embarrassed. He looks like, I can't believe this is my mom.
Sad. And he says, yeah, my mom and I, we have a love-hate relationship. She's like, ha! And then she looks at him and she goes, I got some weed if you want to smoke. And then
why can't my mom ask me a question like that?
And she just looks over at him and then she looks at the camera and she goes, he know I be high as hell. Ah!
We all know it, Karen. We've yet to see you sober.
Never seen her sober. Never seen her sober.
I don't think she can function.
Oh not my God. High. She's the kind of person that would get sober and have a heart attack because her body would be so shocked. So she goes, let me tell you something. Troy, he is a pretty happy-go-lucky kid. He wasn't no sad-ass kid. And he goes,
and he wasn't around either of his parents. I feel like he was pretty sad.
He goes, Mom, as a kid, I didn't speak. I didn't learn to be, I think he said boisterous, but I don't think that's the correct meaning of that word.
It's not.
He said, I didn't learn to be boisterous until I was in my teens. You need to stop saying what I was like or what I experienced in my life.
Because she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. And she goes, I wouldn't say I was a great mom. I wasn't mother of the fucking year, but I was there.
No, you were not.
He looks over and goes, agree to disagree. Like, we have seen that.
I'm pretty sure he's learning how to deal with her better now.
We have seen that sad picture of him standing next to the little bed in his PJs, and there's a Miller High Life can in the background.
Yeah.
And every time I'm like, that's a little boy that didn't talk because he was scared somebody's going to drop him off and leave him somewhere else.
He had a horrible upbringing.
Horrible.
I mean, but it's confusing because he talks about living with his dad and like how his dad was his hero, but then he'll say, I was raised by my aunt. So I don't.
He was just shuffled. They were all shuffled.
I think he was. You know what? You're right. You're right.
So she's like, he's fine. Vaughn is fine. Vaughn is fine. If that's what Karen is saying. And Troy says, Mom, I do have a brother that's deceased, and I don't want Vaughn to end up like Tommy. And she goes, what do
Right.
you want me to do? And he goes,
Mm.
how about have a better relationship with your kids so you know where they are?
Yeah.
And she goes,
Yeah.
nobody calls me to see where the fuck I am. I was like, well, I think
I think they know.
they know
Right
you're
there
right
on
there.
that corner at that bar.
In the talking head, he says to his mom, he goes, does Vaughn have a job? Does Vaughn have a place to live? Does Vaughn have a car? And she goes, I don't
Mm-mm.
know. She goes, as long as he's not in trouble, it's okay. And she goes, you have no idea if he's in trouble.
She doesn't. And like he would go to her if he were in trouble.
Right.
The
Well,
first thing she would say is, you got some weed?
he would go to her if he needed some weed, you know?
Yeah, that's the right place to go.
So then we go to Zariah's sorry. Karen and Troy start talking about Zariah. Like my mom and my wife don't get along, whatever. And
Mhm.
then she goes, he knows once he got married, Zariah should know how the program goes. I'm the boss. I'm like, why the fuck
That's
would
her
Zariah
problem.
think that?
That's the problem, is that's what she truly believes, is that she's the boss.
He's just got to cut her off, Keisha.
I
It's so hard. But
I
she has
yeah.
made this mess and takes no accountability for making this mess with all these children. It's terrible.
And I think he just has to learn to accept that
Mhm.
and take her as she is. But if he has any kind of expectations beyond that,
Right.
he's only disappointing himself.
You're right. That's the exact point. Right.
Yeah.
So he gets in his car to drive off, and she's like, I don't know where Vaughn is at. I want to go have a cocktail with my friend. I say, okay.
You look like you've had about 10 already.
I was
Here.
about to say,
Look, and then go back to her post. I was high on weed, alcohol, and a gummy. So a gummy and weed, that's double the weed right there.
yes, that's right. That's right. I just killed a bug. I feel proud of myself. So
You only
okay.
got 10,000 more to go.
There's like 20, but they're all on this little fan that sucks them in. So I'm like, go on in, go to the light, go to the light.
They're too smart.
Carol Ann, go to the light. Okay. So, all right. So Troy and his sister Jackie, I kind of forgot about Jackie. Jackie is gorgeous.
Well, Jackie and Troy both look just like Karen.
I don't think Troy looks anything like Karen.
I think it is the same face. She just slapped the wig on. A bad wig.
I don't think Troy looks anything like Karen at all. Matter of fact,
Really?
when they were sitting next to each other, I was like, I'd like to see his dad.
I think he looks just like Karen.
Well, no, Karen's got that long, skinny nose.
He's got part of that nose that kind of goes out. He looks a lot like Karen.
Okay, well, we'll agree to disagree, but
She
I
could
think,
deny him.
but Jackie is one of these things are not like the other. She looks like a sophisticated lady. Do you know what I mean? Don't you think?
She probably grew up saying, I don't want to be anything like my mother.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like she probably has a 9 to 5 job and like rides the
I think
metro
she
to work.
does.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So she's beautiful, I think. And so they're going to go get Vaughn. They're going to go try to find Vaughn, I guess, so they can go visit their brother's gravesite. I think that Troy's like, I'm going to go get my brother, take him to the other brother's gravesite to be like, you don't want to end up like this. Okay.
Right.
And somebody's on drugs. They can't understand that. So Troy and his stupid Louis Vuitton fake sunglasses and man purse are in the pouring rain. Okay.
That boy loves a purse. If not, one thing you count on, Troy will always have a purse.
He loves a purse, and he loves to wear a fake Louis Vuitton sunglasses in the pouring rain. Okay. So they go to get Vaughn, and they're in this home, and we don't know how they found him, but they found him, and they're like, whose house is this?
I think it's the girlfriend's, ex-girlfriend's, baby mama's, dad's house.
He said Lexi's dad's place. Okay.
Yeah.
So Troy and Vaughn are full blaze up Cheech and Chong style in the front seat. It is like the fattest joint you've ever seen. And they just like, poor Jackie.
They're smoking it like it's nothing.
Poor Jackie is in the back like, I got to wear this coat to work. Now, come on now. I'm going to stink. Being up here with y'all. And so the talking head Troy tells us, our brother Tommy ran the streets and he got gunned down. Seems like Troy was 16 and Vaughn was 10 when this happened. He told us, he says 1 in the front, 1 in the back, 6 in the front.
Jesus.
I mean, he was gunned down.
Yeah, they
That
weren't.
wasn't what
This wasn't a warning. Like
they wanted. That
that
guy
was, we're trying to
dead.
kill you.
Yeah. Yeah, he said 1 in the front, 6 in the back. So they shot him once in the front and 6 more as he was running away, I bet.
That's crazy. Oh my
Crazy.
God.
So, this is very sad. It's very
Yeah.
sad with the siblings. They're touching the tombstone, which I noticed
Yeah.
there was a logo on the tombstone too, which was 2 real records as the number
Oh, of
2,
course,
and it
he was
said,
a rapper or
yeah,
producer.
it's the
Yeah.
number 2, and then it said real and record. So 2 real records. Um, and the siblings, they're all crying. And Troy says, I feel the pain of my brother dying like it was yesterday. I remember when somebody called
Mhm.
me and they show like the news clippings. And it was
Yeah.
all about this person led a terrible lifestyle, da, 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 which
Right.
was, you know, I mean, why
It's
don't you just,
typical newspaper
yeah,
bullshit. I mean,
you say
yeah.
that, right? And he says, we need our family. We need to band together. The 3 of us, we need to, like, life is short. And Troy says, we all have a second chance at this. We can get married, have kids, have a life, but
Right.
Tommy can't. He doesn't have a second chance. And they're all crying. And he cries and he's saying to Vaughn, he says, it's not our fault. This is not our fault that this is the life, that we've had. It's Karen's fault.
Yeah.
Not our
Yeah.
life, but
Yeah.
we're grown and we have to be grown and we have to move forward. And he says to him,
He's right.
he says to his brother, you're not alone. And he
Yeah.
says, he's meaning like, you've got this baby now, you've got us. And he says,
Yeah.
and now I have my nephew and I have a chance to be an uncle again and I can move forward in the right way. And so can you.
Mhm.
Really sad.
He is, you hear him talk like this.
Yeah.
But then you see him on social media. It is literally like 2 totally different people. And one thing was that when they showed his cell phone, he has a dating app on there.
Who? Troy?
Troy. Yeah. I saw it in the group. I was like, that damn. Yeah, it's a dating app.
What a
Now,
dummy.
what you got that on your phone for?
What a dummy.
That's why Zaria was trying to
Figure out where he was. Yeah.
She didn't want to see baby Troy. She just wanted to watch Big Troy, see what he was doing. Damn dating app. Didn't even try to hide it.
Really? What dating app was it?
I think it's some kind of black dating app because it said BLK. It's
Okay.
that, whatever that dating app
And
is.
you're sure that's a dating app. It's not like the all black television.
Oh, 20 people like researched it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Because they always like Love After Lockup now on all black and it's BLK
Yeah.
and it's like an app. Okay. And the talking head Vaughn, who made about 90% sense, not 100%.
He
Said
was fucked up on something.
something.
Yeah.
He says, Troy is trying to help me stay off the path that he was on. And I just got to get through this little stage I'm in. But then I'm good to go and go forward with life. So what's this little stage? I'm just gonna be on crack for just a little bit, this little stage, and then I'm gonna be fine.
I think this is not a stage. This is full blown stage production. It's not just a little stage. Like, he looked bad. And this is our first time seeing him.
I know.
And he just looked really bad.
And you could see Sister Jackie seemed to be a little detached from that situation because Troy is from the streets, Vaughn's from the streets, Tommy's from the streets. I think Jackie's like, I'm not of those streets. I got to go to work in corporate America Monday morning, and now my coat smells like weed. But I think at the end when they all hugged, she was trying to encourage him. But I think she's just like,
I think she's like worn out.
I don't want to deal with this bullshit.
Karen around. Yeah, she got Karen. She got to watch after Vaughn, and I'm assuming she probably has her own family.
Yeah, I'd like to know more about Sister Jackie. I'm kind of intrigued by her.
Well, I'm surprised you haven't looked her up already.
Well, I didn't have time last night, but maybe I got time today. Okay. So anyway, Vaughn says he's good to go. We don't think that, Vaughn, but if that's what you say, then all right. Okay. Justine and Michael. This was just
totally forgotten about them.
I know, it's very quick. And I just think they really don't have any problems. Really. I think they are actually just sort of happy and stable. And this is a little bit of manufacture just to stay on the show, which is fine because,
But I'll say this.
Yeah. Yeah.
This may be a nothing burger.
Okay.
But when I interviewed them,
yes,
he seems like he's like, I'm not going to even answer it because I know she's going to answer it. If I do answer it, she's going to say that's not the right answer. So he was just like, go ahead. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I think she may get on his nerves a little bit.
He was annoyed with her that day, it sounds like.
he was just like, go ahead. I mean, and then sometimes he'd get excited about answering a question, but if he would like see her, he's like, go ahead. Just you go ahead. You say it. So yeah.
Oh,
I picked up on that.
okay.
Yeah.
He's got a very bad hairdo.
I don't. Why are you opening up a barber shop
If
your
this
haircut like that?
if this is Jay's work, we want to go. We want to go.
Y'all need to go another route. Y'all need to buy another rental car because this ain't it. No.
It is like it's like Cal on Love is
Yes,
Blind
it is.
Love is Blind UK with that brush
Yes.
forward, that George Clooney Caesar look.
Yes.
But his
But with
hair
extra sides all cut off.
and then it's like choppy squares. It's not good. It's not good. And that's another thing Mary Preston looked up. Is like, what's wrong with his hair? I go, I don't know, because he used to have
We all
beautiful
wanna
long
know.
hair. We don't know.
Yeah.
So Michael's going to take Melody on a driving lesson. He said she's not doing a good job. She's hitting the cones and everything. So he gets into drive and he tries to talk to her about the fighting at school. And he's like, I got to tell you something. Like, in a couple of weeks, you're going to be 18. And he goes, the law hits differently when you're 18. They don't care. You know,
Right.
if you would have done this now, you know, when you're 18, you can't be fighting like that. You're going to, you know, that's going to be on your record and stuff.
Yeah.
And he reminds her, he goes, I did 7 years. You know, I'm on parole until 2042.
Shit.
Wow. And she goes, she says, you know, and he goes, you can't just go around slapping people. And she says that the people
you may want to. People are going to make you want to. Trust and believe. People are going to make you want to slap the hell out of them. But
he's like, you can't go around doing that. And she said, they insulted my brothers. And the talking head Melody says, people have been made fun of my brothers. They made fun of my brother Santana, even though they know he's autistic. And I have a lot of anger that comes out in negative ways. She's built up anger from her childhood that comes out in negative ways.
Right.
So she cries, listen to him talking. He's like, why are you crying? And she says, I went through most of my school years alone and I had to defend myself. And I don't want my brothers to have to deal with that. They didn't have I had nobody to defend me. So now I want to defend them.
Yeah.
And she says, a lot of this stuff is from, and by the way, Santana, I mean, technically not even her brother.
It's her stepbrother.
Right?
Yeah.
So she says, a lot of my stuff I deal with is from when I was younger. And I've only lived with you guys for 1 year.
Yeah.
So this girl is 17. Her dad went to prison when she was 9 or 10. And I mean, and you do have to wonder too about the mother of these 3 of his children.
Yes.
Michael Jr. and Melody have gone to live with him, and she's still got the little one. Mason. And Mason is still with the mom.
Because he's too little to say, I want to go live with my dad.
Basically. You got to imagine that mom is like, this motherfucker.
Well, one thing
she's thrilled. I don't know.
I mean, a teenager, I don't know.
Yeah.
One thing Justine said was, I was like, who has adjusted the best out of all the kids with the look? She goes, none of them. Michael tried to say Michael Jr. No, because he's always kind of bitching about something too. She goes, none of them. There's always some beef going on. Then I feel like I got to defend my kids, and he has to defend his kids, and there's always some beefing going on. I'm like, well, that's not good.
That's a lot of kids in one house, man. And they haven't lived together since they were little.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So
thrown in together.
The part where she's like, I feel like I have to defend my kids. So now you're separated with his kids, her kids.
Right.
That's not good.
That's not good.
They need family therapy. They need Dr. Jeff.
They need Dr. Jeff to make a visit twice a week. Yes, Tuesday and Thursday, Dr. Jeff night. Okay. And he's going to give a fashion lesson at the end. Okay. So
we start with a haircut lesson first, like, because both their hair struggles. Yeah.
Oh God. Okay. So the talking head, Michael says, of course this crushes me. You know, from age 10 to 17, she navigated school and everything without me. Okay. So Michael and Justine go walking around outside and he says, you feel like I'm making decisions without you. You know, I apologize for that. Then this is where I wrote, what is this horrible hairstyle?
Yes.
And they talk about the wedding and basically she's like, I'm not going to compromise on a nice venue and a badass dress, but I can compromise on other things. You know, I'll compromise on the elephant. But we got to play at a trip to New York to check out wedding venues because they're both from the East Coast. They're the only
Right.
two people that live on the West Coast. So they're going to try to, that's going to be super cheap to plan a wedding in New York when you live in Vegas. Great idea.
Can
Okay.
you imagine how horrible her dress is going to be? Because her fashion sense is a zero.
It's going to be a quinceanera, huge,
It's
like
going to
hoop
be,
skirt. Yeah.
it's not going to be age appropriate. It's just, I mean, she's in her 30s. She shouldn't be having on a big ass.
That's what it's going to be.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Uh-uh.
But listen, let her live her princess dream. Okay. Okay. Brooke and JK.
Oh, my God. Forgot about them, too.
How could you forget about this white trash mess?
Oh, I don't know, because I'm so embarrassed that they are like don't live too far away from where I am, and I don't want everyone to think that like I'm like that too.
Nobody thinks
We don't
that.
all act like this.
Nobody thinks that. So we're at Brooke's house. Tons of word art. Okay, tons of word art. So
Well,
she
she
called.
needs help to read. I think she's teaching herself how to read. Okay, that's what it
So
is.
she calls her mom to go with her to do the blood test for the pregnancy because she can't find JK again. Can't. Where's JK?
Did you not notice that table right there?
Mm-mm.
Like empty bottles of gas. It looked like a tweaker table, and there was a fucking gun on it.
What?
Yes, I'll have to send you a picture of it.
This is at Brooke's house, the first scene. Okay, I noticed the front table before she walked out the door. There was a Gatorade bottle.
It's
I
that
noticed
one.
that.
It's that table. It has a
I
gun
noticed
on
that
it.
had a gun on it. I didn't notice that.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you a picture.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
Okay, I got to get in that Love After Lockup Facebook group. I got to get in
You
there.
really do.
I haven't
You
been in there.
really,
So I've been too busy. I can't wait to get my workload
and like
lessened.
I don't go in there. It just pops up on my feed.
I know, but I haven't had a chance to look at anything, Keisha. So
They go on the dark side of Love After Lockup and do all the work for us.
I know, thank God. You guys never comment in that group. Never.
Oh God, no.
No. They will rip you a new one.
Stay silent. Oh
They will,
God, yeah. Just
mm-mm.
for saying hi.
Yeah, just don't even be like, hey, I have a podcast. Fuck you and your podcast.
No,
Okay.
yes, no, don't do it. Don't do it.
They'll the people go in and write a bad review about us. So don't even look directly at it. Just only look at it with one eye. Okay.
That's it.
So in the talking head, she says, JK was able to get his anchor monitor off because he got a job. And when that happened, his whole demeanor changed and his behavior got weird. And it's frustrating because he's supposed to come with me to do the blood test because he could be my potential baby daddy. Okay.
I don't think she's pregnant.
I don't either. So Mom Diane and baby Crew with the K. I think baby Crew lives with Diane. Don't you?
Well, this is not the first time that we've seen baby Crew with Diane, unless she's just the babysitter, like during the daytime for that sibling or whatever. I don't know.
And they're like, we don't know what's going on with JK. She's like, he's acting weird. He's acting out of it. And Diane goes, I can tell you what's going on. It's like your brother, because I can tell you when he stops coming around, I know when he's using. And this is very sad that we did not know that Diane and Brooke do a talking head together. And Diana says, there's so many similarities between JK and your brother. First of all, they both got no teeth. Second of all, they both got face tattoos. No, she didn't say that.
But we can only imagine.
And Brooke says, yeah. She said, it adds up that he's on something. You're right. And this just makes this even worse. Now I feel even doubly sorry for Diane, who's having to deal with all these. I think baby Crew maybe is the baby of that brother.
Maybe. And then God knows she always has Brooke's little boys with the B names. Brantley and Brody and something. Bronx. Yeah.
Do you know what I bet? I bet you anything. I would bet a pinky toe on it that the brother's name is Kevin. And so he has named his children K names. And so Crew. That's why the baby's name is Crew.
Well, you know how I feel about that.
I know.
I love a theme. I love a name theme.
I know you love a name theme. But Crew with the K is worse than Cash with the K.
Well, they spell it like that in Louisiana, don't they?
These people are not French. They are not Cajun. They do not come from French roots with Cajun. These people are no. But good try. Okay.
Texas trash.
So, that's just trashy. So, okay, it's cute. Whatever. Crew is a cute name.
It is. I like that name. Yeah.
Also, Crew, if you're going to do a Louisiana Mardi Gras thing, like the crew of it's Krewe. Okay.
Oh, well, he doesn't have that extra E.
No, he doesn't. But he's a cute baby and it's not his fault. Okay.
Yes.
So in the car, mom says, what are you going to do if JK is not dependable as a father? You're already raising 2 kids on your own.
Really? She's raising them?
We haven't seen that.
We have not seen that at all.
And she goes, I know, mom, none of this shit's going the way it's supposed to.
Now, let's not go past the fact that she says she needs her mom to go with her because she's so afraid of needles, but she's got 99.1 tattoos on her body.
I know.
I'm like, stop this. Like, nothing she says makes sense.
So JK is driving, and all of a sudden he looks very puffy in the face, don't you think?
Yeah, his cheeks are cheeking. They're cheeking.
A little puffy.
Yeah.
So he's driving, and he goes, oh, goddamn, Brooke calling me, blah, 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 doesn't answer. And he goes, yeah, I got out of prison, got a new truck, got a new job, but the most stressful part is dealing with Brooke. How did he get that truck? Who paid for it?
His parents had to help him get that truck. But knowing him, he just probably stole it.
And he says, now my ankle monitor's off. I could go and do what I want and spend the night where I want. But man, that temptation's a motherfucker.
Like,
temptation of girls or drugs or what?
I wouldn't even want to be on JK's roster as a woman. I wouldn't even want to be a fucking option because he's like temptation. Yes.
Keisha, that's the most obvious statement you've ever made on this podcast.
Oh, okay.
You think anybody that's listening goes, I'd love to be on his roster.
You know, every now and then people will surprise the fuck out of you. You just never ever. They may be like, I like that ruthless and toothless. Like, let me give you some of that. Yeah.
Ruthless and toothless and steal your bitch. Okay.
Yes.
And the talking head, Brooke says, I do worry. He's gone back to his old ways. Then we see him walk into one of the most disgusting homes we've ever seen on this show, and that's Alex's house. And he walks in and goes, let me take off my mic. Takes off his mic, goes into Alex's house. That house is foul.
It looks like it has a stench to it.
It is foul. It is floor to ceiling dirt. Okay.
I was surprised we didn't see a rat scurry across the yard. It's bad.
They got worse problems than fruit flies at that house. I'm going to tell you that much.
Oh, God. I can't even imagine the menagerie of bugs that live in her house.
Okay. Mom and Brooke are done with the blood test. Okay. JK is leaving Alex's disgusting house. And he says, everything going on, shit's crazy. And production says, why did you go to Alex's house? And he goes, well, I don't know. And they said, what'd she tell you? And he goes, well, that's between us. Now Brooke is calling him because
he's so high too.
He's so high. He goes, this is the 5th time Brooke's call. I'm not going to answer. Okay, we get to Brooke's house. Bonnie is there taking her stuff. And I say
that Bonnie.
And now we see I've never seen the other side of Brooke's car.
Oh my God.
What happened? What happened, Brooke?
Probably trying to hit JK and ran to something else instead. Like, it is bad. I doubt that both those doors can open.
It's like one whole side. She scraped it. Oh my Lord. And so that, by the way, that's the same. I think she's got the same car that my daughter does, but her car doesn't look like that. So it's like blah, blah, blah. They talk, they give each other a bunch of shit. And Bonnie says, I don't regret telling JK about you not having a job. And if you only knew. And she goes, okay, what? Go ahead and tell me what. And she goes, Alex miscarried JK's baby.
Ooh.
And she goes, how could she miscarry his baby when he's not even talking to her? And she goes, he's been talking to her since day one of him getting out of prison. And the talking head, Brooke, says, of course, this is upsetting to me because I've been trying to get pregnant. And she keeps using the word detrimental, but she's not using it in the correct way. So I'm not going to try to figure that out. Bonnie goes, oh, I just got on my phone. Alex sent me all the information from her hospital record saying she was at the hospital and had a miscarriage. And Brooke goes, okay, fine. She could have she could have been pregnant. She could have had a miscarriage. But how do we even know if that baby is his, if there even was a baby? And then Brooke says, now he did go to her house that one time for 45 minutes last month. So
that I know of.
So this could be true. So if we're to believe this storyline, she called JK over to say, I wanted to tell you I was pregnant and I had a miscarriage. Which, by the way, they're not even like touching on the fact that this is terrible that this, woman had a miscarriage.
This is terrible in all ways. And we're going to start calling Bonnie the bone collector. Because she knows everybody's dirty secrets. And these two other bitches are so stupid. They keep telling her things and they're forgetting Bonnie is in love with JK.
Right. All correct. So now she calls Kathy, who says, well, you can come see me. I'm at my second job. And Brooke goes to see her. And she says, I got a blood test, to see if I'm pregnant. I'm going to have the results tomorrow. She and Kathy sit on the curb. And then she says, I got to tell you something. JK and Alex have been seeing each other. They've been fucking without condoms, according to Bonnie. And Kathy's like,
of y'all.
And Kathy's like, Lord help me. It's like Alex didn't even come over and make me a meatloaf. Oh God. So
a barbecue
meatloaf.
Yeah.
And she says, according to Bonnie, Alex miscarried his baby. And she goes, do you believe that? And Brooke goes, I believe anything at this point. His behavior is off the rails. Now, Kathy tells us, I've got these videos of him at the house, and I think he's clearly on something. You think?
He was hardly been able to stand up.
Keisha, he's like on heroin, right? Because he's like nodding off.
I don't know. It wasn't alcohol.
Not alcohol.
Not alcohol.
No.
It was something heavy duty.
And Kathy's like, I don't know what to do. And I don't want him going back to prison. And she goes, and I'm not afraid of him losing me because I'm going to die. And that's the process of life. But I am afraid of me losing him. I just can't do it. As a mother, this is tearing me up. She says, I have had 3 good friends who've had to bury their sons. And I don't want to be a part of that club. 3 friends.
3. That's crazy. So I wonder, are they like in a small town where they have like a heroin or meth epidemic?
They absolutely have to have some sort of.
So too.
And by the way, just from me being a casual observer to this situation, to me, it definitely seems like heroin because meth, you're up and you're doing things and you're disassembling the stove and you're this and you're that. But heroin is like a full nod off, right?
Trust me, they can't afford good heroin. So he's got heroin that's been cut with other shit, which is even more dangerous.
That's terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe he's just on straight fentanyl or something. I don't know, but it's awful.
I don't know.
And she goes, we need to figure it out. I need to figure out why he's doing this. And they're trying to be like, is he depressed because y'all are both trying to have a baby? This has nothing to do with anybody else.
To do with it. He's an addict. Like
he's an addict.
It's all him.
He's not.
Now, granted, they're not helping the situation with all the shit. Like, let's do this, and bugging. They're not helping, but this is all him. He needs to be in a treatment center.
He needs to be in some sort of treatment program, even if it's an outpatient and he has to go every day and check in or whatever. And Brooke is like, I don't know why he's doing this. Is it Alex? Does she have something to do with it? No, it's his fault.
It's them. Why do they keep finger pointing to every? It's. I don't know. Let's go with the person that has heavily used drugs so bad they have no teeth. I'm going to start there.
Right. So Kathy goes, yeah, maybe you should meet with Alex and find out what's going on. Kathy,
now you being messy.
Now, Kathy.
She is being straight up messy right now. That girl should not go over to Alex's house at all.
But maybe Kathy's like, maybe I can get back to work and get her out of here if I just send her over to fuck up with Alex.
That's true too.
So she goes, yeah, do that. Go meet with Alex. And Brooke is in her little talking head in the parking lot. I was like, why does she look so cute here? Brooke looks so cute. She got her hair down.
I ain't never seen Brooke look cute.
She looked cute. Anyway, she's going to meet with Alex. Okay. Next time on, Will is, excuse me, something in my throat, not a fruit fly. Will is yelling at Courtnee. Who have you been sleeping with? And she's like, what?
Oh my God.
He's going to serve her papers, by the way, is why he's going.
Good.
Letitia looks at Keith's phone and is like, you talking to a whole bitch. So maybe he's got a whole bitch.
Usually do when they get out of prison.
That's what they do.
Time.
Damodrick is trying to keep Jawaila and Kiana apart at this party.
It's not a good idea for Kiana to go to the party.
Daniel jumps out of Bianca's moving car.
I would jump out of a car if I have to ride with Bianca too. So,
and Troy yells, "It's not the time!" to somebody. We don't know who he's yelling at. And then we see Brooke just swing on Alex.
No. And Alice just doesn't seem like she's a fighter.
She's just like, okay, girl. And also, I mean,
Yeah.
this girl was just in the hospital having a miscarriage. Let's
What
not
a
be.
miscarriage too. Yeah, Brooke
Mm,
don't care.
mm-mm.
Brooke
She
is
look.
like Honey Badger. He don't care. Just doesn't. She
Brooke
is
is like
wild.
the honey badger.
She is. She don't care. That girl, I swear. She's a mess,
Oh, Keisha,
man.
you're so funny.
She is a mess.
All right, everybody. That's the end of our show. If you're loving hearing us, we're also covering Match Me Abroad and Love is Blind UK over on the Patreon, Supercast, Apple subscriptions. We're covering a new show on Fridays called Family Lockup. No, it is not an uplifting show, but we are making it funny. And it is over there on the free feed on Friday. We're calling it Felon Fridays because why not?
Because even producer James is like, you girls did a really good job at that show.
Thank you.
He goes, I know that was hard. He goes, but you guys killed him. I'm like, that's what we do. That's what
That's
we
what
do.
we do.
That's what we do.
We are
That's
so
us.
gangster. We just really know how
Yes,
to
we
talk
are.
about the prisoners. Look at us.
We need t-shirts that say gangster boo. I want to see you
Gangster
wear that around
podcasters.
Bald Head Island. Yeah, yes, gangster podcasters. I think we all need to get me, you, Amy, and Kimberly need those t-shirts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And somehow we
Especially,
got to figure out a way to take a picture all
I
together.
know we got to figure out a way to get together. That would be so
We gotta make
fun.
it happen.
That would be so
Well,
fun.
only if Kimberly's not feeling violent.
It's going
Kiss me and
to
Amy.
depend on the time of day.
Yes, it does.
Everybody, Keisha has a great podcast, The Libra Lounge with Keisha. Please go check it out because she's very funny. And she does a lot of episodes with her husband, producer James. And
Every episode.
he's pretty fun. Well, because he's not going to sit behind the sidelines. And
I need him. I actually need him to do the show. Don't ever tell him I said that. But I need him.
He listens.
Oh, man, maybe he won't listen this far.
Maybe he's already cut it off because he's like, yeah.
Maybe.
Everybody go listen and please follow us on social media. Keisha is the Libra Lounge with Keisha, and I am Pink Shade Pod. And we'll be back later this week. Well, we'll be back today. You'll get Match Me Abroad. That's on the paid feed. Love is Blind UK on the paid feed. And Keisha and I'll be back on the free feed on Friday for Family Lockup. And that's it. Thanks, Keisha.
Bye.